Hey guys, one quick thing. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and then my email is in one of these corners. Anyway, but if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you would know that October 22nd is my 1 year anniversary doing YouTube, or taking it serious in somewhat aspects. But I think I have 1,750 maybe subscribers, something like that. I want to shoot for 2,000 by that date, and I know that's close because today's the 10th. You're not going to see this video till the 11th or the 12th, which is going to give us like 10 days. But do me a favor, share this video, get people to subscribe. If we reach 2,000 subscribers by the 22nd, I'm going to give away that Gen 72, I think it is. Gen 72, she never claimed the welding helmet. I spoke to her and she was like, hey, I don't weld and you put a lot of work into it. She was like, go ahead and keep it. And, you know, I thought that was really cool, but I did make it to give it away. So if we hit 2,000 subscribers by that point, I'm going to give away that helmet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go, if we hit the 2,000 subscribers on the 22nd, I'll go live and do a thank you video or something. I don't know, or maybe I'll just post a video. Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, there will be a video on the 22nd. I'll make sure to release one on the 22nd since it is my 1 year anniversary. And I'll remind you all to comment on that video and we will do the random draw thing to give it away. So we're going to give away the welding helmet. I'm going to throw in some stickers and I'm going to throw in one of the new Crossfire Garage hats, which I'm not going to lie to you, they're terrible. The company that I ordered them from, that I normally order all my hats from, they changed hat brands and they are absolutely terrible. That's why I have not promoted any hats in a while, because I'm still on the hunt for a good hat company. So yeah, subscribe, share, get other people to subscribe. You know, I want to give this stuff away. You know, I made it to give away. So anyway, that's all. Hey guys, welcome back to Crossfire Garage. So today, I don't know what day it is, but today we're going to work on, I already started getting the, see if you guys, there it is, getting the high piston, getting the 98 Mustang rear end kind of prepped in order for us to do the 4-link on it. We're going to catch piston in the screen. Do you see him? There he is. There's my little buddy. Anyway, I started knocking off the old 4-link tabs and stuff and grinding it down, kind of trying to get it cleaned up so that we can, hopefully in this video, we're going to get the 4-link assembled, at least tacked in place. You know, probably not fully welded, but you know, we're going to see how far we can go. I'm going to start putting my videos out on either Tuesday or Wednesday, because the last video I put out on a Monday. It's football season. Football's killing my views, so we're pushing it back a couple days. You know, you guys can watch your football. It'll give me a little more time to work anyway. I'll get you a better video, hopefully. Don't know. Maybe, probably not. But anyway, so I'm going to put some music on and grind away at this. So I'll just bring you back when I'm done. And we got the rear end cleaned up enough to start tacking on some 4-link supports and stuff and figuring out where they go, that sort of thing. All right, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. So I got the rear end cleaned up so we can put our, you know, mount our new 4-link stuff to it. But I thought while I was here I'd pull this diff cover off and see. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I took them bolts out and it smells like complete ass. So it smells bad. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as I was thinking, but man, maybe it was just silicone. I don't know what it was. Something smelled like ass when I popped those off there. But anyway, I want to check these gears out, make sure we don't have any stripped gears, anything like that, before I move too far. This did come out of a junkyard. I don't know why it was in the junkyard. It wasn't wrapped, so that always leaves you room for concern. More than likely, well, it was a 5-speed. Clutch may have gone out, probably blew up the engine. You know, some kids thinking they had a hot rod probably blew the engine. So alright guys, so obviously we got the old 8-inch rear end out. I'm going to go ahead and remove these bump stops. There's pretty much no bump stop on that side anyway, and I don't think we're... So anyway, this is how much bump stop we had left on the passenger side compared to... I mean, that thing's pretty, I don't know if you guys can even see that. It's pretty rusted out. It wasn't going to last much longer anyway, and I don't think we need it, so it's out of here. I'm going to grab some lunch real quick. Then I'm going to clean up this mess that I got going on, put the diff cover back on. I'm going to continue to let that drain for a while. And then we're going to get to doing some figuring. So, catch you guys. Alright guys, so I've got this leveled up, the rear of the vehicle. I'm going to try and get this rear end in here, get it connected to the U-joint here. I don't know. I'm struggling today. Riding the struggle bus. So we're off a little bit. So that is 26 7/8 to the edge of that. So 27 to the center. All right, so that's 26 5/8. And 26 5/8. All right, so that's going to work for, oh, you guys are way down there. That's going to work for us. You know what, I need a minute to think, because I'm stuffed. I ate so much chili. So give me a minute, let me take a bunch more measurements, and I don't want to go figuring stuff wrong. Alright guys, so this is the best way I can think to do this. I'm probably wrong, but I've got my axle centered up. I threw a couple tacks on there so it'll prevent it from moving side to side, back, you know, it's not going to move. If it does, it'll bust the tack weld and I'll see it. So now that I've got it set all the way up at this point, what I'm going to do is these mounts here that will weld onto the bottom side of the axle, I'm going to get them lined up at a perfect 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to tack those on, and then I'm going to clean up the front, get the front ones put on, the front mounts put on over here and here, and then we can adjust the pinion angle once everything's set. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, it does. Everything will be adjustable at that point, but I want to get the bottom 2 bars secure before I do the triangulated part, if that makes sense. But my brain isn't working right. I'm gonna take a little break. So I got these brackets, I got a couple tack welds holding them in. I've got everything back here sitting at a perfect 90-degree angle. And so then I'm going to throw a couple tacks on the front here just because I didn't want, safety, I didn't want to go through all that trouble of measuring and figuring stuff out and then have them fall off. But anyway, I was like, man, this thing's welding weird. What the heck? Am I out of gas? No, I never turned the gas on. At that point, I realized it's time to call it a night, boys. Girls, whoever's watching. I don't mean to leave you girls out, I don't. Anyway, y'all, it is time to call it a night. I'll get back on this tomorrow. Like I say, I'm not putting out the videos till like Wednesday, I think. Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So I got a couple of days to work on it. I at least at this point, by the end of this video, want to have the lower link bars in, and maybe we'll go ahead and get the top bars in. I don't know. It depends on how it goes. If I have another day that went like the second half of this day, no, it's not going to happen. But for now, I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to clean up the garage because I got a mess over there. Look at this mess from me cleaning up that rear end. I mean, it's terrible. So I'll catch you guys in the morning or tomorrow sometime. All right, guys, so we're back. I did a little bit of thinking last night. I got some rest, much needed. Guys, if you want to sleep, don't get a cat. That's all I can tell you. My buddy decided to wake me up super early yesterday. Anyway, he doesn't like me to be late for work, and he doesn't realize Saturdays I don't work. Sundays he realizes, he's like, oh, I guess it's the weekend. Dad's sleeping in. So anyway, so I got to do some thinking, and here's what we got. I've got this at 0, and I've got my hangers at 90 degrees. So they're basically at 0 also. Now, I'm going to put the brackets up here, and then I want to set them up to where I've got a little bit of adjustability. That way we can work out our angles and stuff and all that. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are already saying, hey, wait, don't set that up at 0. You can't set your pinions you can't have pinion angle of 0. You know what, you're right. You really shouldn't. But now, I don't claim to be an expert on anything, but here's what I do know. Don't be all right. That was a different lesson. Now this is why I'm leaving a little bit of adjustability on everything at this point while we're doing the 4-link. So let's say we're going to have about, so we fully compressed, we're going to be sitting at 3 inches. Fully inflated, we're going to be sitting, well, let's say 9 inches, but I think we're going to be a little higher than that. So right in the middle is 6 inches. So if we set our angle up right there, if we set everything up right at right height, now no matter which way this goes, you know what I'm saying? Your universals aren't going to be that far out of line. Now, I grabbed the wrong rag. All right, so let's say we set everything up at, let's say our ride height is going to be, I don't know, 4 inches, right? So we set everything up there. Well, that's going to be fine for when you drop down here to 3 inches. When you compress it, when you pull up and you go, it's going to be fine, right? Because you're not going to be driving all the way down anyway. But you go up here to half travel, all right? Now you notice how my angle is going up as we go. So at half travel, at 6 inches, well, you've probably maxed out your universal joints. This is probably the max of where they want to be before they start getting a little wobbly and stuff and everything, you know, you getting a lot of shaking going down the road. Now let's say for some reason, let's say you got, you're towing something, which I plan on putting a hitch on here and doing a little bit of towing with it. So let's say I bump it all the way up to 9 inches for that in the rear. By the time I get up here, look how far out I am. This is my drive shaft, by the way. So look how far out I am from where I originally started. Does that make sense to you? Up here, my universal joints are going to be going, what the hell are you doing to us? You know, they're going to be, so we're going to set it up at ride height. We still got to figure that out. I'm thinking, or not, sorry, we're not setting up at ride height, we're setting up at half travel. But I'm thinking on this one, half travel and ride height are probably going to be about the same thing. But either way, if we set it up at half travel, we can decide our ride height later. And we know our maximum. We don't have that big of a swing. Like there's not much difference between the 3 and the 6, 3, 6, and 9. It's not going to throw it off that much as compared to where if we set it up, let's say we just set everything up fully down here at 3. Well, then you've got a huge range that you got to go through. You like my drawing? It sucks. But you get my point. There's people out there who know way more about this than me. Don't use me as an expert because I'm not. But just a little inside information of don't set it up all the way down. Don't set it up at ride height. Set it up at half travel. All right. And I can't remember, there's a couple channels where these guys are just suspension experts. Go watch them. Because I'm just kind of shooting off the top of my head. I'm just blurting out bullshit here, to be honest with you. But these are my theories. That's what I'm going with. Follow along if you want. Also, if you're sitting there going, Jeff, where are you getting these weird numbers from? 3, 6, 9, all this. Well, our airbags, this one here, I haven't unwrapped it yet, so it's fully compressed. And it's 3 inches from the bottom of this plate to the bottom of this plate. Now we do still have to account for, what is this, probably 1 inch? If I could use a tape measure. About 1 1/4 inches. That's fine, I ain't worried about that. So, fully compressed. Now we're gonna throw a little air in this. All right, if I can measure it before it all leaks out. We're actually a little higher. We're about 9.5 inches. Save some more. Okay, so we're about 10 inches. So that's like 10 1/4 that we can raise the rear end. If we need to go, but man, that's stiff. Anyway, I just have this in here as kind of a, you know, a little tester for it. Then so that's where I'm getting those weird numbers from, in case you're curious. Now we got this thing to install today. I definitely want to at least get this set up so that we can get that lower link bar on. That's my main goal for today, is get the lower link bar on. I think I'm going to have to come in here and chop this off. I don't know. We'll see as we get into it. So I want to move this way back. I want to move it back where it's sitting up in here, basically right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to run a score along here and see if I can't just bend this tab up to where I'll put a hole in it, do a rosé weld it in. But also I need to remove this tab here, the original leaf spring tab, and I need to box it in with some 1/4 inch plate that I've got sitting over there. So I'm going to clean this up real quick, and we're probably going to have to lose this brake mount. This I originally planned on running the shocks at the stock position, and I started to reinforce them, but now I'm getting rid of this. So I'm going to do all that real quick, and I'm not going to make you guys watch that. It's just going to be a bunch of cutting and grinding and stuff. So I'll get back to you when we're... Alright guys, so I got this all cleaned up. What I did was, as far as this piece goes, is I just put a slice down the back of it and bent it. Then I'll weld that up once I get my shape correct. But I know you've never seen anybody do this before, but I'm gonna make a template. So basically, I want to go underneath this lip here, and so you know what, we'll fit that up in a minute. Right now, we're just gonna get this shape. And I lost my scissors. I swear, if I can't go 2 minutes without losing something. Something like that. Now we're only gonna come back 12 inches on this because, well, that's what I have as far as 1/4 inch steel goes. So I want to try to hopefully make both sides out of this, which I should be able to. So I'm going to clean this up real quick, and then I'm going to, trace it out here. Alright guys, so I'm going to consider that a win. I got a nice edge here that I can weld to. Down here I got a nice edge. Before I get too far, I'm going to go ahead and trace out this piece of metal, because I did have to do a little bit of trimming. I'm going to trace it out onto here so that possibly it matches with the other side. Well, I got her welded in here. I'm going to clean her up now, and then we'll see about getting this little guy mounted. So I'll throw y'all on time lapse. Put some music on, why not? this set. Still got to weld the back side of this once I figure out the exact position of it. Again, I want everything sitting at a 90 degree. So now we got to change our wire, but we did manage to get that welded first. I don't know where my brush went. So we got to buy some more wire because this is our last roll. We are using 4-8, which I believe is what's on here now. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Alright, we should be set up again. Except now I lost my helmet. Hey, Preston. Okay, so now before we go too far on welding stuff up, I want to throw one of these link bars in and see how much adjustability we have on it. And that answer is none. All right. Give me just a minute. I'm going to see if I can take one of these and turn it around the other way and give us some adjustability that way. I need some adjustability because once I let the rear end down some, I want to be able to adjust pinion angle, all that kind of fun stuff. Because right now we're just jammed up against the frame, which we're never going to sit there. So I want to have some adjustability in these threads, which I don't right now. So anyway, in conclusion, I'm going to need a few minutes to think about this. Yeah, I do have new universal joints coming in tomorrow, I believe. I ordered them. I'm replacing them with some Moogs. They're greasable and everything. And my battery's about to die anyway, so alright. Well guys, I really wish I had more to report here. After my little snafu yesterday, I moved this, I set this up, I did it the smart way. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I set this up at 25 inches, which is a ½ an inch on each side for adjustability, 1 inch total. And I went ahead and put it in the bracket and brought the bracket up to see where it was going to land. Yes, I'm stupid. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Anyway, but that's as far as I'm going to be able to get on this video. Now, I've only got this tacked into position. The other side over there, I still have to strip everything off. I have to get that lower bar mounted. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, but I got to get this edited. I want to get it released on Wednesday. I'm running out of time. So on the next video, I should have that side done as well, the driver's side. We're going to put the triangulated bars. We're going to put the triangulated, why can't I talk? Triangulated link bars into position. I got some new universal joints today, so we'll go ahead and we'll get the drive shaft. We're going to replace U-joints on both sides of the drive shaft, because why wouldn't you when you're here? So anyway, and then we're going to, hopefully at that point, we should be able to get into mounting the bags, and hopefully at that point we can see if we can get some movement out of it. But if you notice, I have, which I don't think you can see it anyway, but I have my pinion right now is set at 0. We're not going to leave it at 0. We're going to match it up to the pinion coming off the transmission. However, by setting it at 0, setting it all the way up, when I lower it down, once I figure out where it's going to be as far as half travel, we can make that adjustment on the triangulated links to get the rear end to move how we want it to. So we'll figure out our pinion angle at that point. But that will hopefully be all in the next video. Hopefully I'm not 3 videos into doing a 4-link, because that would be a little ridiculous. I've got multiple pieces of different cars going on here. So, you know, 98 rear end, 68 drivetrain, 64 engine, you know, and 62 chassis. All different makes. We're winging it, guys. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe, like, comment. If you see me doing something wrong, throw it out there. Let me know. I appreciate any feedback, positive or negative. Just be nice if you're going to be negative. You know, yeah, we're going to keep on this, and we're going to see this thing on the road at some point. I also got I picked up my my bolts for my transmission cross member. I get so tongue-tied. All right, that's it. I can't speak. I got to go do the book on the English language, the Rosetta Stone on the English language. Anyway, again, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it so much. Y'all stay awesome. Love you. Bye.